Hello, hi everyone. So, as we all know, right now we are in midst of coronavirus and point of crisis, especially the international students community. I was just curious about how the international students would come over to this fall semester in United States. So, feeling bad for those students who had to put all this effort, all this amount of time, and then they have this sort of ambiguity about how they're gonna make or how the situations regarding the international program would turn around for them. So I just thought of, there is one way of just sitting around and just sympathizing with them and just saying that hey, things will go around, or there is the other way around where we say that hey, is there some way that I can help these students so that I can reduce some of their anxiety, or if I can build some sort of confidence to them. So this video is an effort of doing that. So I tried to do some amount of research of what is actually going around regarding the international student intake in US universities as of now. As of now, we speak in May month. So as we all know, it's a really bad pandemic that has hit coronavirus, and it has hit really hard over here in United States. And as we speak, the cases are going around 80,000. Like, people are dead because of corona, and a significant amount of people are still being affected directly or indirectly because of corona. A lot of unemployment going on. I just thought of putting together a small video so that you all can get an idea about what is the present status in United States. So those who are trying to come into United States for their fall 2020 semesters would have a ground level idea, or like what's really actually going around at the ground level. So without much to do, let's first try to address this elephant in the room regarding the admissions. So as far as I've heard right now, the GRE and the TOEFL exams are actually moved online, and anyone from all around the world except China and Iran can actually take GRE exams and TOEFL exams online from their home. So that's a really good advantage for students to actually take those examinations, because when I did this examination, I had to go to a center to take the GRE or the TOEFL examinations. So that's a really good one of the changes that has come from ETS organization that actually conducts this GRE and the TOEFL examinations. Now next is a lot of ambiguity actually going around how the universities are planning to accommodate international students during this fall 2020, right? So I just went to a couple of university websites just to get an idea how are they planning to do. Are they moving entirely online, or what are the possible options that are actually provided to the international students? So for this, I have taken two examples. I've taken a college from East Coast and I've taken a college from the West Coast, so you will have an all-round idea how is the entire atmosphere all around the United States of America. So example, for the East Coast, I have taken RIT, that's called Rochester Institute of Technology. So they have actually planned to start their program by on-campus. They have actually planning to start their on-campus program for the fall 2020 by August of this year. And there is also an online program that they are offering, and that's also gonna start at the same period of time. And one of the advantages that I've seen at Rochester Institute of Technology is they are providing 10% scholarship to all the eligible candidates. I haven't seen that thing before, so I think that's a new thing, or something that they have implemented just because of all this pandemic issue that's going around. And now, for example, now I have taken a West Coast university, that is USC, a California based university that I have taken. And in that, what is going on is, I went through their website, and what I could see is most of the universities in California are actually starting their curriculum um, by October of this year. So like generally all the fall semester usually start by August, so actually they are differing the fall semester by like 2 months. They are actually starting the October. So you now, after you have understood how the universities are planning to implement, or the course of action that they are going to take for the fall semester, now let's understand how the economy is turning around at the US. So I've tried to put together some amount of data that's from legitimate source. This is from the US Labor Organization, that actually provides a clear data each month, how many people or how many employees are laid off, and what all are the sectors that are actually getting affected because of this pandemic. So these are some screenshots of the data that I have referred, and based upon that data, what I've tried to put is like a small pie chart diagram, or like provide you a rough idea of how things are going around, or like how is the scale of unemployment, or what are the sectors that are actually facing this issue. So when you look over here, you can see that mining and all other organizations are actually being affected really hard. Like especially manufacturing is one of the really affected sections, really affected areas now. But there are some organizations or some companies, or that are really that have really seen a good spike in their utilization, or consumers, or the amount of the consumer interaction has gone up. So these are called the FANG companies. The FANG means F stands for Facebook, A stands for Amazon, N stands for Netflix, and G stands for Google. So if you are an employee, or if you are working over here, or if you get a offer letter from these companies, there is a really low probability that they will actually not hire you, or they actually need more workers, and they actually need to get more stuff done, because more people are actually hooked to their homes to one of these applications or one of these company products. So they are actually like their all the stocks are actually going off the roof, and everyone's like they are actually like capitalizing on this pandemic issue, to be frank enough. So if you look at this charts over here, you can have a rough idea how things are going around over here in US. I hope this will actually provide you some sort of confidence and some sort of boost, or some sort of idea about how things are turning around in US. And yeah, this is what it is. So my idea over here is, when you look at this much amount of data, um, what I feel is, this is just my personal opinion, if you are planning to do an undergraduate over here course, and if you have gone been selected for the fall 2020, I would say that hey, you should definitely go ahead and do it, because you have 4 years of time, and this 4 years would actually be a really good time for the economy to come back. When you are actually graduating and searching for jobs, you would be really in a stabilized economy, and there won't be any issues in finding or getting a new jobs. The entire situation right now would be like would have totally been reversed, and everything would look really great. And those who are actually planning to do their graduate program for the fall 2020, they should also actually go in and take this opportunity, because you guys have 2 years with you to actually study, and that would actually be enough for the economy to rebound, and things to fall together, and everything would come back. Now, but the third thing, for those who are planning to come for like a single year program or just like a diploma program, I would say you must actually need to rethink what like because it's just 1 year, and within 1 year I don't know how things would turn around. Like I am trying to be maximum optimistic over here, and I'm trying to think good for you guys. So I'm not sure within 1 year the economy would rebound, and you will have like a lot of new job opportunities that you can capitalize on and you can take advantage of. But that's this is just my suggestion, that if you are just planning to do a single year course, you should definitely rethink that, and probably either try to defer your intake probably, so that you have like you have actually gone through the like the roughest part of the economy or the roughest time of the economy, and it won't affect your job prospectus in future. I hope this video was somewhat helpful for you guys, and if it was helpful, do share with your friends, do share with anyone who is actually planning to go to abroad, because it's almost the same everywhere. Like abroad, everywhere all the countries are facing this very very bad virus, coronavirus, and all the economy is going down. We never know when the economy would come back. Like like a lot of economists who are actually predicting 2022 or 2023, it will take that much amount of time. Yeah, and yeah, let's hope for the best. And and I'm also really sad for those who are actually graduating this semester, this fall. Like situations are really gonna be really bad. Jobs are being cut down, just as I previously mentioned. There's like a lot of unemployment going on and a lot of uncertainties, and in this uncertain times, it's gonna be really hard and tough. It's a really a tough time for students especially. I know that. I don't know if I can help someone around, and like if I could help someone, like provide some sort of information or something, I'll just put my Instagram handle, LinkedIn details probably down here, and you can just probably go around and like you can DM me if you have any doubts, and I would be more than happy to help you out to like reduce your anxiety, fear. So I hope this video would have helped you a little bit. If it did help, please do like, subscribe, and share with your friends, because this is valuable information. And I think if you need more videos regarding this, please do let me know. And thank you guys. Keep safe and be good.